Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Sorry, Dad, how old's this sad weirdo supposed to be?
The maid be 13, my sweet.
Yeah, 'cause I'm 13.
Exactly. I thought it might be fun to hear my Juliet spoke in her true voice before a middle-aged man with 2 half coconuts down his bodice gets hold of it.
I don't say stuff like this, Dad. I'd sound like a complete turnip.
Yes, dear, 'tis thy sweet and youthful timbre I would fain hear, not the monosyllabic series of grunts that passes for your conversation.
Oh, what? Ugh.
I take the view that having my romantic ingenue say, what? Shut up, Romeo, you're so weird. Shut up, I hate you, would be slightly less effective than mine own timeless poetry.
Timeless is the word, as in feels like goes on for bloody ever.
You've never given it a chance. You've only seen Henry VI, Part 1.
Part 1? What, you mean there's more? I mean, don't take this the wrong way, son, but God, I was bored. I thought I was actually outside my own body watching myself die.
He sat there cracking his nuts in the quiet bits. I tried to shush him, but he would not be shushed. He's a stubborn man, your father, William. A stubborn, common man.
Which is why you married me. Posh birds love a bit of rough.
I married beneath me, and now you've done the same, William.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means that he was 17 and he got a scheming little 26-year-old tithe farm milking slap up the Duffington, that's what.
Oh, you think you're so posh, Mary Arden. Like you ain't sewn into your winter knickers like everybody else.
I'm trying to work. I've come from London to hear Sue read my Juliet.
Well, I'm not happy, doll. Burbage pays you as an actor, not a writer.
It's fine. I've sent word to the theatre that the 2 tunnels which lie beneath the bridge be blocked.
Pardon?
The 2 tunnels which lie beneath the bridge be blocked. 2 tunnels beneath a bridge? Anyone? Nose, my loves, nose. I've told Burbage that my nose be snotted and I would not work this week or next.
But why didn't you just say nose?
It's what I do. Now, Susanna, again.
Right, if I have to. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Dad, nobody talks like this.
It's poetry. Sometimes I regret teaching you to read.
I do think it could be a little less flowery, love. I mean, why doesn't she just say, where are you, Romeo?
Because, my love, it doesn't mean where are you. It means why are you, Romeo?
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, Romeo's just his name.
Well, exactly. Juliet is saying, why are you a member of a family that I hate?
People will definitely think you mean Romeo, where are you?
That's what I thought it meant.
Yeah, I did too.
It's bloody obvious.
I think, to be clear, you're going to have Juliet say, Romeo, Romeo, why are you called Romeo?
A member of a family that I hate.
That'd do it. Although, if I was being really picky, Romeo's just his Christian name, isn't it? And that's not the issue. It's his surname that's the problem.
Well, yes. Actually, I was sort of hoping people wouldn't notice that.
Think they might.
Duh.
So you think she should say, Montague, Montague, wherefore art thou Montague?
No, because that'd sound like she's lost her cat.
Oh, my God, Mr. Shakespeare, it's brilliant, timeless, deathless. The most tragical history of Romeo and Julian.
Oh, yes. That should be Juliet, obviously. Romeo and Julian was but a working title. Early exploratory stuff. It meant of nothing.
Yeah, right.
What?
Well, come on, Master. We live in the same house. I've heard you reading out your sonnets, especially 1 to 126.
Those poems are about a platonic hierarchical relationship. God's naughty etchings. Why does everybody presume that just because I write 126 love poems to an attractive boy, I must be some kind of bechambered hugger-tugger?
Juliet is an utterly amazing part.
Yes, I really think I've got her voice.
You have. She's perfect.
The real challenge will be to find an actor to do her justice. Master Condell was quite brilliant as Queen Margaret in My Henrys, but I fear he'd be too old to play the ingenue. On the other hand, I don't want a boy. These downy scrotumed squeakers lack depth. Pardon, Kate? leaping amphibian caught in the ruby pipe, which starts with a swallow but knows naught of birds?
Pardon?
I think he means, have you got a frog in your throat, but you can never be sure with him. I'll get it. As if anyone else was ever going to.
Yes, Bottom, or alternatively, I could get it and you could write a play and use the money you earn to pay me. Except, hang on, no, that wouldn't work because you can't read or write. So perhaps our current distribution of labour is the sensible and equitable one.
That's just mean, that is.
What?
Oh, I was hinting that the answer to your Juliet dilemma could be...
Oh, Kate, don't go there. Lady acting is illegal. Besides which, girls can't act. Just as they cannot practice law, cure the sick, handle financial matters, or stand for any office.
But no woman has ever been allowed to try any of those things.
Because they can't do them. God's bodykins, Kate, what's not to get? Now, please, forget this nonsense and let me focus. It's not Juliet I'm worried about, it's Romeo. I can't seem to get a handle on him. His character eludes me.
Master Robert Greene is without.
Rob Greene, who doth hate my gutlings. What does he want?
Ah, Master Shaky Poet! A word, if you please.
Shakespeare, Master Greene. My name is Shakespeare.
I know your name, sir. I was addressing you by trade, Shaky Poet. Just as I would address a house builder as Master Builder or a ship's carpenter as Master Carpenter.
And what would you call a bear baiter, Mr. Greene?
Master Baiter.
Kate, let it lie. Women are not allowed to act.
It's so cruel to live in times when women are denied everything.
Birds, eh? So emotional. They're second-class citizens. Get over it.
Anyway, Kit, I was telling you about my new play. It is to be presented to the Master of the Revels, that it may be performed before Her Majesty.
Oh, yes, that would be great, except probably better if I presented it just a thought.
Here we go, Master. Be strong.
Marlowe, I've told you, I'm not writing you any more plays.
Come on, Will. You owe me. It's me that got your work before the public in the first place.
By sticking your name on it.
It's the only way. What were you? A country bum snot fresh off the coach. Nobody took you seriously.
Exactly. I was but a jobbing actor when I gave you Tamburlaine and Dr. Faustus. But now I want credit for my own work.
Bit selfish, Will. Not very attractive.
Kit, be reasonable. Mine is a unique voice.
Well, unique-ish. I mean, all you really do is jumble up the words.
Well, I admit I do a fair bit of word jumbling, and I'm not apologising for that. But also, I create language, inventing phrases that I'm sure one day will be in common usage. Look here. Mary Stuart, who is twice damned, being both Scottish and French. She, I have dubbed, a frog jock.
No, fair play. That is pretty good. I mean, that's just the sort of line I should have written.
But you didn't.
Oh, don't quibble, Will. It makes you look small. Come on, just give us a play. Because of you, everyone thinks I'm this brilliant poet guy, when actually I couldn't be bothered to rhyme dove with... What, see? Lost interest already. See, verse is just not my gig.
But why do you care that people think you're a poet? You're a famous royster, the most popular man in the city. Your name is like a cold sore.
Pardon?
It's on everybody's lips.
Bit rubbish, that one, Master.
Look, Bottom, improvisation needs a non-critical environment to flourish. You can't do it if you're getting heckled by your servant.
You need to man up. Comedy's a tough game. It's adversarial.
Just don't think it needs to be.
Come on, Will. You totally know why I need this poet thing. It's my cover.
Oh, yes, of course. I was forgetting. You're a secret agent.
I'm one of Walsingham's men. Sworn to defend the realm, yet forever in the shadows. And so I play the gadsome poet whilst on my secret work of vital national importance.
This work being the entrapping and burning of Catholics.
Absolutely.
And that's vitally important, is it?
Well, it seems to be. Walsingham never shuts up about it.
As a taxpayer, I can't help wondering if the state might not be better employed expending its resources on other important works. Building better roads, for instance, or some rudimentary urban plumbing.
Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? But burning Catholics, that's definitely the big thing.
Just as burning Protestants was the big thing of the last insane bint in a crown who passed England's way.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I don't make the rules. I'm just in it for the expense account, the chance to chase foreign girls.
Well, I'm sorry, Kit, but you're going to have exotic sex at the public's expense without my help. I love you, cuz, but I'm not giving you my frog jock play, and that's final.
Well, if you won't, I suppose. I mean, writing plays can't be that hard. Maybe I'll just grab a chicken and write one myself.
Kit, you be no poet. If you write a play, I fear it will be like that which stinks but be not fish, fertilizes plants but be not compost, and is the last stage of the digestive process but be not a glass of port and a pipe of tobacco. Well, Bottom, today's the day.
Hey?
The poet Robert Greene, who is master of the Queen's revels, is coming to collect my brilliant play, Frog Jock Mary, Queen of Gingery Savages in Skirts.
Master Shaky Talent. I'm sorry, did I say shaky talent? I meant, of course, Shakespeare. Although oft the tongue will tattle what the heart would hide.
Oft indeed, you preening supercilious plague pustule. Oops! You see? I'm doing it now.
But enough of such merriment, sirrah. The third Sunday after Lamington Eve approaches, you sent word that you have written a play. Not even a collaboration, but all by yourself.
You sound surprised, Master Greene.
Well, 'tis only that all London's poets are university men. Kidd, Nash, Beaumont, Marlowe, mine own humble self. Whilst you, sir, are a country bumsnot, an oik of Avon, a town school sputty grotty.
And so am I like the fulsome cleavage of a buxom saucing wench.
Meaning?
Much looked down upon.
I like that one, Master. That works.
Woe to Albion! This sceptred isle doth burst with talent, and yet a gaggle of snootish pamperloins from just 2 universities snaffle all the influence, jobs, and cash.
It is as it should be, and as it ever will be, sirrah.
Ever will be, Greene? I hardly think that centuries hence a tiny clique of Oxbridge posh boys will still be running everything.
Come now, the appointed day approaches. I would fain have sight of your play to ensure the Queen's person be not offended.
Offended? My play is a eulogy. Liz will love it.
If she sees it. Christopher Marlowe, a university man of proven genius, has also promised a play.
Kit, he wrote a play after all. Damn, that was quick.
Come now, I'm a busy man. Give me your play.
Absolutely. Here it is. I have it, but I thought I might drop it off later.
Later, sirrah. Why later, pray?
Just want to give it a final polish, you know, dotting I's, crossing T's.
At Cambridge, we tend to dot our I's and cross our T's as we go along.
I still have a few days.
But a few, sir. The Queen has taken to her bed with a chill. She wants this play to cheer her up.
And she shall have it.
Good day.
It's gone! My play, it's gone!
Oh, no! Oh, no! Whoa!
We must search every inch of this room.
Bye.
Good, Master Shakespeare. But soft. The room is bare. That foolish girl mistaken must have been. 'Tis shame indeed, for I am come all contrite to make amends for my foolish slander in the groat and offer a token of my future love.
God's conkers, here's a minty fix. He's come to make amends, and I am hid. I will reveal myself, but dissemble of the cause.
But soft! What's this? Why, good Master Shakespeare be here after all. Sirrah, are you well?
What? What? Oh, yes, quite well, sir. Weary was I, and so did lay me down to rest behind this chair. Well now, Greene, it seems right strange that one who dubbed me Crow comes now a-calling.
I am come to beg your pardon. for the wrong I have done thee.
Wow. Really? That's extremely sweet of you. Sweet like the honeyed goat balls that toothless crones do suck on Lammas Eve.
Brilliant image from a brilliant poet.
Thanks. Well, I will grant thee my pardon gladly, cousin.
And for the new love I bear thee, will I speak further? 'Tis whispered abroad that you would attend the saucy prancings all clad in silken hose.
Aye, 'tis true. Spy you these naughty boys.
I beg thee, coz, to think again. The fashion changeth daily. Silken hose is banished in Florence just now. Instead, purple puffling pants, yellow tights, and really silly cross garters are all the rage. Any who come a-prancing dressed not so will make a poor show indeed.
Really?
Really?
Goodness, my heartfelt thanks for telling me this, for I would fain make a good impression.
Then I will see you at the prancings. Good day.
Well, what did he want?
He said he was sorry and wanted to make amends.
Isn't that lovely?
He's lying. It's bloody obvious.
It does seem a coddling good turnaround from him that called me Upstart Crow. 'Tis certain this Green, who was all green like the green-eyed sea monster, does not turn joyful pink like the one-eyed trouser monster in so swift a time.
It is a bit strange when you put it like that.
He told me my tights weren't fashionable enough and that I should wear purple puffling pants, yellow tights, and really silly cross garters to the prancing.
He's trying to trick you into looking stupid.
Exactly. So must I go all clad in sombre garb like a god-prodding pure titty and thus filch him of his gulling.
Absolutely.
And yet, why does this Green hate me?
Because he's jealous.
Exactly, Bottom. Because I'm a genius.
But that's not actually what I said.
And since he knows how clever I am, he must know that if he tells me to wear stupid prancing pants, I will guess his bluffle and come in sombre garb, whilst he besports his dainty leg in finest Italian cross-gartered yellow.
You're overthinking this, Master.
And so must I practice on him a double bluffle and go a-prancing in purple pants. Unbelievable. It just stopped dead.
Susanna, your father's home. Help him with his cloak.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot I'm a slave.
What stopped, dollface?
The coach. We were just pulling into Leamington Spa when it stopped, barely 50 yards from the post house. No explanation, no apology. He just stood there for a day. I mean, why? Just why?
What are you doing home anyway? Did you miss us? I mean, not your mother, obviously. You're not insane.
I can hear you, Anne Shakespeare, and you're a very common woman.
To tell the truth, wife, I've had a bad review and must put on a really good show, so...
Oh, we might have just the thing, William. Go on, John. Tell him your idea.
Idea? Dad? What idea?
Don't listen to him, love. He's a nasty, jealous old arse-mongle.
It seems to me you've made quite a success of yourself with your ready wit and uncanny command of language, but you're not that bloody clever. I'm as witty as you are, easy.
I'm wondering where we're going with this.
He wants to get in on it. Don't you let him.
You want to write plays, Dad?
No, not plays. I hate your plays. But you're not just a playwright, are you? You're also a poet, a wit, and an all-round smart-ass.
The raconteur husband. In Paris, they say raconteur, which is French for smart-ass.
And I was thinking we could do it together.
Together?
Like a sort of double act. You, the famous, witty, successful son. Me, the grumpy old dad, who's unimpressed by your success and fashionable ways. The only one who can really point out what a knob you actually are.
Because he's your dad.
Maybe. Not sure.
You're ashamed of me because I'm a convicted criminal.
No, I just...
Ah, you think you got above us with your bloody London ways. But I fear you'll never truly be accepted by the cock-snobbled folderols on account of the fact you're a turnip-chomping country bombshankle.
Not so, Father. As you well know, I'm invited to Lord Southampton's saucy prancings, and you don't get more cock-snobbled than that. On which subject, wife, I need new tights. It seems to fit the fashion. I must come all attired in purple puffling pants, yellow tights, and really stupid cross garters. You must stitch them for me.
And how am I to afford the material?
Why, from what remains of the shilling I did give thee last time.
Well, I spent it.
Spent it? On what?
On what? On what, mate? I've got a bloody cottage to run and a family to raise, that's what. I'm having the roof thatched, the chimneys are being swept, I've had the rat catcher round to do the beds. Hamlet's wooden tooth needs revarnishing, and I bought a ferret for Judith's hair to eat the nits. I paid off the witch accuser, so he won't accuse me and Susanna of being witches, even though I think she might actually be a witch.
Oh, God, Mum, that's so funny.
And I've bought the twins lovely new outfits for the May Day stupid dance. A beautiful purple doublet and hose for Hamlet, and a lovely yellow dress for Judith.
Dad, you came back. You're going to watch our merry dance. We love our new clothes, and thanks to this wonderful, colourful ribbon.
Look, kids, it's bad news.
You're not going to watch us?
Actually, it's a bit worse than that.